I need some coffee before this rant. So you guys are paying some outrageous prices for used gear, and I think I need to rant about it because you guys are getting gypped. So the new trend that all the Gen Z and young millennials are having a hubbubaloo about is the Fuji cameras, particularly the X100 series. I try really hard not to fixate on gear, so I had not seen everything that was happening in the gear world until about 5 days ago. And the reason, I just wanted a camera that wasn't my phone, that could be in my pocket at all times, like an everyday carry. And it was an idea that actually occurred to me about 5 days ago, so I had no prior knowledge about everything that was happening and all the hubbubaloo about Fujifilm. So yeah, really simple. I already have really nice gear. I have an FX6, I have an A7S3, which is what I'm shooting on right now. I don't really need more stuff. I just wanted something that I could everyday carry that wasn't my phone, because one, I don't want to lose my phone. Like, someone could just yank it from my hands, so I'd rather not really be like walking around with my phone like that. So I wanted something a little bit more low-key and discreet where I could take some pictures, but I didn't have to worry about space or having it get stolen. And also with this channel, I've been trying to do more BTS kind of videos, but the problem is that a lot of times I need my phone for things on set, like pulling up a script or pulling up some interview questions, or even just general things that I need to be paying attention to. So I really wanted something that could be like a dedicated everyday carry, that I just could get decent enough stuff with it and I didn't have to carry an A7S3 like Casey and I stack, because I've never been comfortable doing that. So I was looking at the Pocket 3, and then I stumbled upon the whole Fujifilm thing, and I was like, wow, that's kind of great. That's, you know, should fit in my pocket. There's also the Ricoh is another one, and I wanted it sounded great. Fits in my pocket, it does what it does, takes cool pictures. The JPEGs have all the little recipes, so you don't have to go and edit, which was another pain for me, is like I didn't want to, sure, I can take high quality pictures with my Sonys, but then I have to go and edit them, and that wasn't really, I'm not a photographer, and I don't really care that much about photos. It's something that I would like to do for fun, not my main thing. My main thing is video. Here, insert the magic of Fujifilm. You guys are out of your mind with these prices. Every day I see, first of all, you can't even find them. I think the production on Fuji is really slow. And every day I see X100, like even the old ones. I've seen like the first generation for like, that people are trying to pay like $600 for some old camera. It's like ridiculous. These are cameras that if they weren't hyped up, you would find them at thrift stores probably. Because of the trend, and I guess it went viral on TikTok, then now people are, these prices are ridiculous. I saw somebody listed an XV6 for, it was $1,800, and you know what? I checked on the listing again, it was gone. Somebody bought it. All this to say that it's not that the camera's bad, it's great, it's just not worth the price, and you guys are reselling this and buying this. Like, why are you doing this to yourselves? Another thing too is people are getting these cameras like magically thinking that their photos are gonna look like the influencers. The influencers have a lot of experience on you, and they know how to tweak the photos and make them look good. Realistically, that same person that's getting good results with a X100V would get good results with something else. Just because you get a Fuji camera doesn't mean it's instantly good. But let's say that you wanted to stay within the Fuji ecosystem, like you really just want the recipes. You can get a T30, you can get a T30 and a couple lenses for the same price that you could get an X100V that has a prime lens that is just stuck on there and you can't take it off, and it's you can add little adapters and things to make the range kind of wider and all that, but you're still, for the most part, you are stuck at that range. It makes no sense. I hadn't even been paying attention to the used camera market, and then I'm like, what about like something that's not really that popular, maybe like RX100, and people are trying to sell these cameras for like thousands of dollars. It makes no sense. I'm like, for a couple extra $100, you could get like a 6700 that has 10-bit color, 26 megapixel pictures, IBIS, like, and you could switch lenses. Like, I already have a bunch of lenses. I even have vintage lenses. Part of the reason I wanted an everyday carry was so that I could use these vintage lenses that I have. I have several of them. There are a couple of alternatives that I've seen that are just much better than paying these prices for these X100s. I don't care if Tyler, the creator, and these like artists have gone and bought these. you guys are wasting your money. You could get, man, there's so many different things you could get at that price. You could get so many different cameras in the Sony lineup, which the lenses will be cheaper, the autofocus will be amazing. You could probably make a lot of cameras small just by being strategic with your lens selection. If you wanted to stay within Fuji, you could get a T30 and then just have like a pancake lens. You could use vintage lenses. This thing is tiny. It's like, this thing is really small. It's a vintage size lens. Like, you'll get amazing, interesting photos with this, and sure, maybe it doesn't fit in your pocket like the Ricoh, but I don't know. Am I going crazy? Like, this is absurd to me. I didn't even know that this whole universe was a thing. I kind of try and be my own little eco bubble where I just film my my corporate videos and I'm not seeing what's going on. But yeah, I could take my A7S III, but that's a $3,500 camera plus the lenses. It's just like, to me, it's a lot of anxiety to be walking around, and it's just more of a pain to set it up and do all these things, and just wanted something else. And yeah, you guys are out of your mind. So let me know down below what you think about this whole hubbubaloo. And then actually another thing too, by the way, it's not just Fujifilm, because I think that what happened is that the X100s were so popular that then it made all the other point and shoot cameras really popular. People are paying some outrageous prices for the RX100 and the Lumix G85 and even other cameras within the Fuji lineup that aren't even as good. It's just absolutely crazy. I don't know, it feels like the used car market where that went wild for a while. Taking some pictures for fun. I think I'm probably gonna just stick to Sony. I wanted to try something else that wasn't Sony just for myself, for fun, to try a different ecosystem, but Sony just always takes me right back. They're always like, welcome back. And I come crawling right back to them.